Hey, welcome back to the program, Psychophants. Today's project, we are going to replace the gasket, the rubber seal gasket on the left side rocker panel here. As you've seen in other videos, it's hosed down here, it's cracked off and broken, and we need to replace it. So we've ordered a new one, and it's going to go in here in some fashion, but we got to take the rocker panel off in order to take the old one off and put the new one in. And we got a bunch of fasteners and grommets and stuff here to make this happen. We got to pull the rocker panel off first, and there's a bunch of fasteners underneath we're going to have to undo. There's a couple on the side, so hopefully, again, in theory, we ought to be able to do this ourselves. But things can and usually do go wrong, so we'll see how it goes. But without further ado, man, let's grab our pry tools here and just start plugging away and see if we can get this thing off the car. All right, I'm going to try to show you these fasteners as best I can here. There's one right there. And there's another one there. And they kind of just follow all along the underside of the rocker panel here. They're kind of in different spots, depending on where the rocker panel is. But we're going to do our best and try to undo these with one of my pry tools. Hopefully we can get under these things and pop them out. And then there's a couple in the back here, one here and one here, but these have like little dowels that have been pushed in. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get those out just yet, but there's just no comfortable way to get down here. J's is H. How the hell am I going to get those off? Even with a good back, this wouldn't be good for you. I don't have enough bite to it. Shit. All my pry tools are almost too big. Let's see, my other ones are a little bit smaller. There we go. That's working a little better. Okay, so there's a little like dowel that gets pushed up into these. All right, we got one. So it looks like the best way to pop these things out is you somehow need to get your pry tool underneath this, pull the little pin out, and then there's a lip underneath here for the rocker panel, and you need to push it down so it almost pops the little grommet out from its little hole in here, and then it loosens up enough where you can then pull the grommet out. So that's one anyway. So let me work on a couple of these others and see how far I get. These things are so old. How am I going to get that out? See, I'm worried if I use needle nose, I'm just going to tear the head of this pin apart. And I'm not going to be able to grab anything then. I'm already doing that. Coming. I don't want to snap it off, that's for sure. I don't know where it went, but it came off. There's number 2. These are a bitch. All right, my method to the madness on these things is to get a teeny weeny screwdriver under the lip here. Kind of just make a little room. And if the little screwdriver doesn't work, try a bigger one. Jesus. Of course, you know, you talk to anybody and tell me, oh, just, you know, this is an easy job. Just, you know, all you do is take these things out. It's 5 minutes. It's no big deal. Hell. Don't listen to people. Do not listen to them. You know, don't try to bullshit a bullshitter. It's close. There it is. Boom. I won't have to jack this car up. Shit. Boom. Boom. All right. Did I do that? I think that was already broken. I sure as shit hope. We'll have to go to the replay. Bingo. Okay. I think we got a couple more. As you can see, it's getting loose already. You just go back and forth between different tools, trying to find the one that works. Oh, my neck. This is for the birds. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Bingo. Oh. Get too old for this shit. And I'm a lightweight. I don't know. If you're a big guy, I don't know how you're going to get down here and do this. You filthy. Oh. That pin in this one is really effed up. There we go. By hook or by crook. Okay. These worry me big time. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get these off. And I'm using a screwdriver, which ain't the smartest thing in the world. How in the frick am I going to get those bastards off? You're asking for trouble, Chris. You're absolutely asking for trouble. Oh, pisser. Bingo, got one. Okay, what I had to do was, there's a pin inside here. I'm using my little pick tool, and I push the pin. This one, I pushed the pin out, and it fell out. This one, I can't get the pin. That's a problem. All right. I got some work to do to clean that up right there. But we should be able to pop this sucker off. There we go. I don't know if this is how you get these off, but it's how I am. Yep. Appears that's all you need to do. MF it a bit. When you go to all this trouble to take this rocker panel off, before you slap it back on with your gasket, clean this shit up. Why would you ever want to be back here doing this again? All right, here's the lay of the land so far. There's the rocker panel. Obviously, we got to clean that up. And that's the side after taking all the fasteners and grommets out and cleaning it up. So next step is let's clean this rocker panel up since we've got it off, and then once we do that, we'll figure out how the old gasket comes on and the new gasket goes on. I thought the gasket would actually be put in here and it was attached somehow to the body, and then the rocker panel fit in and sort of locked it in after it self-adhesed to there. But no, you actually stick it on the rocker panel. So that's the way it is. So that's the way we'll do it too. You can see how dirty these rocker panels are. So anything I can do to get this shit off now, it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to get it off now compared to when I put this back on the car. I don't have to clean down here again. Okay, I'm not going to bullshit you, but this cleaning of the rocker panel, it probably took me an hour to clean it. So there was a lot of dirt on it. Let me grab the camera. A lot of the dirt on the other underside here was like caked on and buried in there, and I had to almost scrape it off in order to get it off. So it was a lot of work. Figured I'd clean the underside too, just to get the worst of it off. So that's that. So we're probably 3 hours into this. But again, we do it the right way. So now I need to take this gasket off. This rubber seal, obviously, the one that's hosed, and then we're gonna put the new one on. So it's right here, so, well, I guess now or never. Let's make sure this is the same length. You sure as shit better be. Actually, it's way longer. But it's probably designed that way so you can cut it off. So we got plenty. The question is going to be, which way am I going to end up putting it on? Let's see how we take it off here. I bet this will be the hardest part, getting this damn thing off. Okay. It's gonna go like that. Okay, I got you. I got you. Well, it's coming off. That's the way we like it. All right. The shitty one is off. Yeah, this is a lot of work for just replacing this gasket. Now replacing the seals, easiest part of the whole damn job. If you need to lift it up again, if you put it down slightly off center, not straight, got enough margin for error, you can pull it up again a little bit, a couple inches, and adjust it. That's not what I wanted. God damn it. Where's my scissors? So here's the bead gasket I've laid down. Before I cut the end off here, I'm just gonna go through and push it down again, just to make sure I got it all the way down and stuck the way I want it, and then we'll come back and cut the end off. Let's see how close we get. Kind of see right there, it's as good as it's gonna get. All right. Time to put this bad boy back on. All right, putting the grommets in. Damn, those are hard to get in. Yeah, of course that one fucking broke. Son of a bitch. Ugh. I can break your thumbs trying to get these things in. Might be able to use this grommet again, but it's all or nothing. If I take that one out and I put this one in and it doesn't work, we're fucked. Won't snap in because it's broken. Okay, I finally got this filthy SOB back in the car. Just the center grommets and fasteners. I need to put the ones underneath on too, but at least it's sitting on the car now. Now the way I did it was, and I don't know if this is the right way or not, probably not, but I put the grommets in, then the fasteners, and then pushed it into the fasteners. So let's put the underside ones on now. All right, putting these underside grommets in. Yep. Ain't going nowhere. There. There we go. 2 more on the side and we are done. These grommets are just a little bit different, a little bit smaller. I don't know how the hell I'm going to pound that in. I do not want to take the tire off. Push that son of a bitch in. But you know what? It might come to that. I can't believe I gotta take the fucking tire off. Punch those little dowels in, but I'm not sure I know any way around it to get the leverage to punch them in. See if we can tap that in. Bingo. Oh shit, that's not good. He's not wanting to go in. Ain't that a bitch? Maybe that's why he was a bitch to come out. I bet. I bet. That's why it was fucked up to try to get it out. Someone jammed one in there and like cut the end off, which may be what I'm gonna have to do. All right. There we go. Okay. Woo, dogs. Oh, man. Done. Thank God. So there is the handiwork. New rubber seal / gasket along the left rocker panel. If you remember, this was all because the rocker panel was like completely missing for about a foot here. It deteriorated and sort of just came off. Now, having put this on and put the rocker panel back on, it's not completely perfect. There's just a hair of a little gap here in the seal here and there. So it's not perfect, but I don't think it's something that anyone's really gonna see or notice unless I pointed it out to them. It's one of those 3-inch problems, but thank God it went back on. Like I said, I put I don't know if this is the right way to do it. It might have been the bass-ackwards way to do it. I ended up putting the grommets in and then put those white fasteners on and then push the rocker panel into the grommets and the fasteners. Maybe I should have put the fasteners on the back of the rocker panel first and then push those into the grommets. I'm thinking that's probably the way I should have done it, because I broke another fastener, and of course I broke that one grommet. I was able to fish one out of the trash and make it work. It wasn't on there great, but with all the other ones on there and the pin dowels underneath, this isn't going anywhere. So I think we're okay. I think we dodged a bullet. One of those things that we were able to hide a problem and no one will ever notice. So, you know, from start to finish, let's say it's 8:30. This was about a 5-hour job, man. I mean, you know, this job was no joke. I mean, I don't know who's telling you that this is a 25, 30-minute job, but if you want to do it right, you know, it took an hour, hour and a half just to clean stuff up, just to clean the stuff behind the rocker panel. Clean the rocker panel took a good hour with goo gone and a bunch of elbow grease. So maybe 2 of the 5 hours was that. The other 3 were just taking my time, getting everything off so I didn't break anything. And then putting things back on again. So, you know, your mileage may vary, but, you know, if you would have taken this to the dealer, they weren't going to go clean all that stuff underneath. There's no way they were going to do that. And maybe if, you know, you might be able to get away with not buying all the fasteners and grommets all over. You might be able to use a bunch of the fasteners over, but I don't know about the grommets. So we kind of did it completely start to finish the way you would want to do it. It just took longer to do it. But glad it's done. You know, if a dealer was going to do it and they were going to go to the lengths that I did to clean it and all that stuff, and they were only going to charge me an hour or 2 of labor, I might think about paying that, because this was kind of a pain in the ass. And, you know, my back's not great. Getting down there on the floor is a pain in the butt. But chances are they're just going to pull it off, replace it, and leave all that shit underneath it and all that dirt. And not replace the fasteners and the grommets and the dowels and any of that stuff. They're going to try to reuse everything they possibly can to save a buck. So, so that's that. That was really one of the last major sort of exterior projects that I had on my list. I'm sure I'll add a couple more. But if you like this video, like if you got something out of it, yeah, hey, you can. If I can tackle it, you can tackle it. So give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Share this video on all the bullshit social media stuff. And if you haven't subscribed, hey, you know, you don't know what you're missing, man. This could be the channel for you. Subscribe today so you never miss an episode. Take care.